Joel Convert Toyota BMW presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo. Our Doppler pretty clear right now, but there are some showers and thunderstorms off to the north and west, and our future track says there's still going to be a downpour in some spots. Maybe not quite as much as it showed there early on, but there will be a downpour in some spots through the overnight hours. Still a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm first thing tomorrow morning. Clouds will break for some sunshine in the afternoon. More on that coming up. WTAJ News at 11 starts now.
Ahead tonight, a woman is dead after a car crash sparks a fire at an area business. How police say it happened.
Plus, a local couple's facing charges for making child pornography.
And recent flooding creates some big problems for local softball teams. What they're doing to try and get back on the field, coming up.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 11.
Good evening to you. I'm Amanda Kenny.
And I'm John Clay. We're continuing to learn more about a car crash that sparked a deadly fire in Indiana County today. State police say about 1:30 today, two men in a car at the intersection of State Routes 119 and 85 left the road, plowed through two fuel pumps, and crashed into Pikel's top-tier fuel service station. The crash started a fire that killed 52-year-old Melissa Myers, who was working at the store. One of the men stayed at the scene of the crash. The other ran off. Both were arrested soon after. No word yet on whether charges will be filed. The state police are still investigating what led to the crash.
Two people are dead and two more are in the hospital after a crash that shut down Interstate 81 in Lackawanna County. It happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon when a family of four was hit from behind by a tractor trailer. A father and son were killed in that crash. The mother and daughter were rushed to the hospital. Officials still aren't sure what caused that wreck, but think an earlier crash in the area may have played a role.
We now know the names of the three men who were hurt in a truck crash in Somerset County Tuesday morning. Brian Iman and Jeremy Shoemaker were driving a garbage truck between 80 and 100 miles an hour, according to police, when it rolled and collided with a semi-truck in Wellersburg. That's in Somerset County. They were flown to Conemaugh Hospital. The driver of the semi, George Dybert, was transported to Meyersdale. No word on exact conditions. Elsewhere, several people are hurt after a bus crashed into a Philly home tonight. This was around 6:15. The SEPTA bus you see there hit a car, left the road, and crashed into the side of the house. Now, 6 people were taken to the hospital with unknown injuries.
A Blair County couple is facing more than 40 charges connected to a child porn investigation. Police first started looking into Stephen Apostolou and his girlfriend Kara Tornator after a stolen cell phone was found with a Facebook account containing suspected child pornography. After investigating, police discovered the couple made that pornography with 2 teenage victims. The assistant district attorney thinks more victims are out there. She encourages any other victims to come forward and parents to keep their eyes open for signs of abuse.
Parents in a lot of child abuse cases that we have will say, something always felt off to me, something didn't feel right, and I just kind of disregarded that instinct, and then later I found out that, I should have trusted it, I should have believed in it.
Tonight, Apostolou is in the Bedford County Jail. Tornator is waiting to be extradited from Florida back to Blair County. Flash flooding destroyed a local softball field yesterday, affecting the practice schedules of 2 teams.
Tonight, our Isabella Bosco gives us a look at the damage in Center County.
A batting cage filled with debris and garbage, fences torn loose from the post, and a ripped pipe out of the ground. This is the damage done to Martha Furnace Field in Julian, Center County.
I've been playing at this field for 3-4 years, and I've never seen anything like that.
While bad weather has affected this area before, it has never done this much damage. Now 2 girls softball teams, the Hurricanes and the Vengeance, have to find another practice field.
The outfield's messed up, the infield's messed up, and it's pretty much impossible to practice on.
This field was built with the help of volunteers, and the folks who helped worry they will have to start over.
Probably the biggest part of a week's worth of work here. But it's a matter of getting the field dry, getting the weather.
To restore the area, they must rely on the help of neighbors, friends, and residents.
Again, obviously, you have to ask people to volunteer and redo something that they've done once.
Now, neighborly kindness is needed now more than ever. Reporting in Julian, Isabella Basco, WTAJ News.
And if you're interested in volunteering, you can find more information at our website, wearecentralpa.com.
From WTAJ, your weather authority, here's your weather now.
And we still had some downpours today, and as we take a look at our satellite and radar, right there, at this point in time, before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was 1.68 inches of rainfall at the Martinsburg, Blair County Airport in 45 minutes. So some places really got a soaking. Somerset County, Bedford County, there was some flood advisories earlier. And then we had a little bit of a lull here as we head into the evening hours. As I mentioned before, Doppler pretty clear in our area, but there's still some showers and thunderstorms off to our north and west. And that is something we are keeping an eye on. Now, we did have some pockets of heavier rainfall. Some places, not a lot, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain where you see no color. Other places, well, we had heavier amounts. So there in Somerset County, you had a little bit more. There in Bedford County, we had a little bit more. So there were some pockets of heavier rainfall for today. Also in parts of Elk County, Clearfield County, and our future track says there'll be one more downpour for tonight. It looks a little overdone, but sometimes it does a good job on picking up on this through about the middle of the night. Then later on tonight, activity really starts to subside. I think by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, there'll be a couple of isolated showers of rumble of thunder in some spots. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s to 70s for lows. Here's our future track for tomorrow. There'll be a shower in some spots in the morning, and our future track says, yeah, and I agree. We are going to see some sunshine, and by the end of the day, sunshine will be winning out. Humidity will come down, and comfortable air coming our way. More on that coming up.
Thanks, Joe. And while parts of our area clean up after flooding, hot and dry weather is causing major problems out west.
Dozens of wildfires have already consumed thousands of acres with no end in sight. Tonight, John Blackstone is in California with more.
Today, firefighters in Northern California endured back-breaking work as they rushed to contain the unrelenting county fire in 90-degree heat. Right now, crews are fighting fire with fire to keep the massive inferno away from homes. This is an area that was burned intentionally. Firefighters set it alight to burn off fuel on the ground. This is part of the band of containment that will eventually stop this fire. It's already scorched nearly 90,000 acres and threatens more than 1,000 homes and businesses. And we're only days into the official start of the fire season.
It's fire season pretty much every day in California these days.
CAL FIRE's Jeff Adams says this new reality is taking a toll on thousands of firefighters.
Bringing these men and women out to do this and having them be here for weeks at a time causes chaos in their home life, and doing it year in and year out, it causes fatigue.
In Colorado, firefighters are battling nearly a dozen wildfires, including a fast-moving blaze near Aspen. More than 500 homes had to be evacuated, some of them burned.
It came down in a big hurry, and it was total chaos.
Adding to the misery in the west, high temperatures are expected to soar through the weekend. High temperatures combined with low humidity can create explosive conditions in a fire this big, so crews have to remain vigilant for flames jumping across those hard-fought containment lines. John Blackstone, CBS News, Yolo County, California.
We have a heads up for drivers across our area. Several road projects will start up soon. Crews in Clearfield County will begin replacing the bridge over Snyder Run just south of Mahaffey next Monday. A single-lane temporary roadway will guide traffic around the work zone. The new bridge is expected to be open by mid-October. Next Monday in Altoona, a resurfacing project will create traffic delays along 9th Avenue between 12th and 17th Street. That's near the UPMC Altoona Station Medical Center. Work on that project is expected to wrap up by next Friday. And in Huntington County, work on the Route 22 realignment continues. Next Wednesday, the 4th Street Bridge in Smithfield Township will be closed for a dam replacement. Traffic will be detoured a mile around the closure.
A Free Community Classen State College is teaching adults some basic computer skills. The adults can learn the basics of internet browsers, how to create documents, presentations, and spreadsheets. The class started in early June. It's offered by a Penn State student and runs to the middle of July, meant for people who want more job skills.
So we want to give people an opportunity to learn skills that can help them apply for jobs, as well as access information that's essential to communicate with others and connect with the community, as well as provide for their needs, because so much information is available online.
If you're interested in a class like this, you can call the Mid-State Literacy Council or check out our WTAJ Facebook page. Don't forget to click on the like button. You can stay up to date on all of our stories in your community anytime.
Construction continues for a memorial that honors those who lost their lives on Flight 93 during the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Today, a cap was placed on top of the Tower of Voices in Somerset County. When work is complete, the 93-foot-tall structure will feature 40 wind chimes with different pitches to honor the 40 lives lost. Next week, Blair County residents will have the chance to get rid of dangerous chemicals. The annual Household Hazardous Waste Collection is set to begin at noon at PNG Park. It costs $15 per trunkload of materials with an additional charge of 50 cents per pound of paint. The first day of that event wraps up at 5 o'clock in the evening. It will continue the next day from 8 until 1.
The Altoona Curve are known for their unique bobblehead giveaways. Today, the iconic souvenir came with a familiar face.
As part of Celebrate Altoona Night, the Curve giveaway specially made bobbleheads of Mayor Matt Pacifico. We talked with him at P&G Field to hear what he thought if there was a strong resemblance.
I think they did a good job. You know, it was cool to incorporate the K4 into it. You know, and it's a bobblehead, so they never really look like the person they're supposed to, but it has the glasses, so, you know, I guess you could say it's close enough.
Close enough for sure. 500 of those bobbleheads were given away. We'll have more on another special visitor at today's Curve game coming up in sports.
If you've got a photogenic pet, snap a few pictures and raise some cash. They could end up on the cover of the annual Central PA Humane Society calendar. Animal lovers can enter pictures of cats, dogs, ferrets, rabbits, any pet really, for the Picture Perfect Pet Calendar contest. Find out more information on how to enter at the shelter's website. All the proceeds go to help the animals still looking for their forever homes. Still ahead on WTAJ News at 11, a key figure in the Trump administration is stepping down.
Find out how both Democrats and Republicans are reacting to that decision after the break.
We're still going to have a couple of downpours scattered about the area tonight, but we'll start to dry up by next week. More on that coming up.
Live from your news leader, John Clay, Amanda Kenny, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo. WTAJ News at 11 continues.
The head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Scott Pruitt, resigned today following a wave of scandals.
Well, President Trump said the resignation was Pruitt's own decision and he wasn't involved, despite controversies over Pruitt's spending, ethics, and travel. For months, President Trump offered his unwavering support to Pruitt, but after his resignation today, many Republicans joined Democrats in their criticism of the Trump administration.
We've seen scandal after scandal that has come out of his administration.
Pruitt says he resigned in part because he didn't want to be a distraction and wanted to protect his family from public attacks. The EPA Inspector General's office is evaluating its audits of Pruitt now that he's stepped down.
A refreshing change is coming. More on just when you'll feel it next.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo.
There's two things we've had a lot of over the past several days. That's rain in some places, flooding downpours, and also lightning. And I wanted to share with you a nice, interesting photo. This came in from Steve near Dysart, and you can see where the lightning struck the tree, and then the heat actually traveled along the roots near the ground. That's one of the reasons why when you hear thunder, don't go near a tree. A, they're a target, and B, this could happen. They could explode. And the reason why is the sap expands into steam and it can blow out. And also, well, the charge can move along the roots, and you just don't want to be anywhere near a tree. If you hear thunder, it's time to head inside a house. If you don't have that, go into a car. Satellite and radar, we did have some downpours for today. As I mentioned, just under 1.7 inches of rainfall in 45 minutes at the Altoona-Blair County Airport earlier in the day. We had a nice break here this evening, but on our Doppler, we still have some showers and some thunderstorms. Not much in our area right now, but off to our north and west around the Cleveland area, you can see there's a fair amount. Let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and throw this into a loop. And you can see as I put this on that, yeah, there's a fair amount of showers and thunderstorms in there rotating back down into the area. And that is something that will probably bring us a shower or thunderstorm to some locations through the rest of tonight. Let me see if I can get rid of this here and look at our high temperatures for today. High temperatures are mostly in the 80s at this point in time. High temperatures were in the 80s, upper 80s in Altoona, 78 in Johnstown, 77 in Somerset, 84 in Indiana, 82 in DuBois. And as we go ahead and widen out the view, we did have a front that was approaching from the north and west, and that front did bring us a couple of showers and thunderstorms still approaching, and will bring us a shower or a thunderstorm to some locations as we head on into the evening hours. Oh, my computer is locked up right there, so I'm just going to keep on going with it right there. There again, high temperatures, upper 80s, and as we move forward in time on our satellite and radar, we do have a future track for tonight, and yes, there will be some showers and thunderstorms, a leftover shower in some spots through the early morning hours. So there will be a leftover shower in some locations first thing in the morning. Weather watchers reporting in Geo and Phillipsburg got an inch of rain, 71 degrees, 73 for Amy and Bruce in Howard, 68, half an inch of rain for Roy Wood, but he's having some breaks in the clouds right now, and 72 degrees for Ruth in Hindman. All right, temperatures, well, right now it's 70 in DuBois, 71 in Clearfield, 73 in Punxsutawney, Indiana at 72. Harrisburg is at 79 degrees. There we go. I was able to free it up. 68-degree dew point in St. Mary, so dew point temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70. But look at this refreshing change that is coming our way. Low temperatures for tonight are going to be 60s to the lower 70s. We will have scattered showers and a thunderstorm, also some areas of fog. Tomorrow, a shower, thunderstorm in some places early, then this high pressure moves on in, and it's going to give us some gorgeous weather. Tomorrow's still warm and humid, but then tomorrow night gets refreshing, and this high will give us plenty of sunshine as we head through the upcoming weekend. High temperatures for tomorrow, 70s, some places east of the mountains, well into the 80s, but our hour-by-hour dew point forecast shows the dew point temperatures will start to fall. You'll notice a difference tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, more comfortable, gorgeous this weekend, still mostly sunny on Monday, but we start to turn warmer and more humid as we head into the middle end part of next week.
Coming up next, a special guest was in Curve, PA tonight.
Yeah, find out how Pirates catcher Francisco Cervelli fared in his rehab assignment.
Plus, the Spikes look to make it 2 in a row in Auburn. That and more next in sports.
WTAJ Sports with Jack Washer.
Batting third, designated hitter, number 29, Francisco Cervelli.
Ah, yes, that sweet melody. That's amore. Yeah, Francisco Cervelli making his curve debut in not the most ideal circumstances, of course, coming back from a concussion he suffered on June 9th, but the Buccos catcher was in good spirits pre-game, signing autographs for many fans who showed up early to see the Pirates star. Cervelli has been on the DL since June 22nd with a concussion. He DH'd tonight for the curve. He struck out in his first 2 at-bats and finished 0 for 3 on the night with 2 walks. Cervelli has had 4 concussions since 2011. He had a career-high 9 home runs for the Bucs before the rehab stint. Now, Cervelli is expected to have another start with the curve. Manager Michael Ryan said he will be in the lineup tomorrow, but Cervelli said he's unsure whether or not he will be here at all. So make sure you stay tuned with WTAJ News and Sports for the latest. As for the actual game, a good crowd on hand as the curve looking to bounce back against Trenton, but Brett Helton, he didn't have it early on the mound. Top one, Trey Ambergay rips an RBI double, scoring is Kyle Holder, and then later in the first, Gosuke Kato rips an RBI single to right. Ambergay scores. It was 3-0 Thunder. Top two, Devin Belaski continues the hit parade. That makes it 5-0 Trenton after this. And that would be all for Helton, who just lasted an inning and 2/3. Cole Tucker would bring the curve to within 5-1 with the sac fly here, but Trenton rolls for the second consecutive game. 8-2 was the final. Now let's head to New York, where the Spikes seem to have a lot more fun tonight than the curve. Taking on Auburn, we move ahead. Bases loaded for the Spikes in the top of the 7th when Wadye Infante chops one to third. Throw comes home, but Justin Turner scores as the ball trickles away as State College goes up 3-0. Same inning, Stanley Espinal caps off a big Spikes inning, sending one high to center, deep enough for a sac fly as State College scores 4 runs in the inning and takes a 6-0 lead. And the defense was on point for the Spikes. Check this out. Adalberto Carrillo sends one high to center, and Infante makes the diving catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Take another look in slow motion. We like to do that for you as Infante with the range and the diving catch. The Spikes shut out the Doubledays. Final score 8-0 in a rain-shortened game. And we'll be right back.
WTAJ News continues.
Well, the heat wave's broken.
Yay!
But we're still going to be warm for tomorrow. It'll still be humid. Temperatures near average, 84 when the sun is out. Later tomorrow, feel humid. But tomorrow night, great if you're going to the Curve game. And then gorgeous this weekend, warm next week, but not as hot as where we just were.
Even need a jacket maybe at nighttime.
Yeah. If you're going to the Curve game this weekend, or this is a good weekend to maybe go around the bonfire in the backyard. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we need it, Joe. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, check us out on our Facebook page at wearecentralpa.com. Have a great night.